the battles that these two have had. From national championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tigers offense will get first crack at it here. And a lot of thrillers in the history of this series, but last year wasn't one as the Tide rolled easily.
It was a beatdown, and it was replayed over and over on the TVs all throughout the facility. LSU, Jesse, had a year to think on that.
They sure did, and that Crimson Tide blowout was big on the recruiting trail, too. These are two programs that are consistently competing for the same 5-star athletes across the board. That's a big reason why this game means so much.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Tide crowd blowing noise down on the Saban Field on 3rd down. Didn't even come close to getting back to the line. He'll lose 8. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
He just missed the target on that one. Gotta put it on his body. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Flores. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Oh, they're after him. Got enough space. Defense scoops. he's headed the other way. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets him at the 21, but a big play there to get away from the shadow of the goalpost. They picked up 15. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Here's a heat. Look out, he's got room. Those defenders were seeing red, and the quarterback felt it and got down quickly.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Past the first down marker and still running. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to fire deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They're dealing with a second and long. And off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be third and long. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here comes... Alabama offense onto the field. To the air, it's Flores. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Got it behind the line. It's going. Turning it on!
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking a shot, getting hit as he throws it, showing some toughness, but going through his progression, he couldn't find anybody open, finally went to his running back, got him the football, and he did the rest.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. There's the pressure. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. To the ground with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Matt, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give is to Williams. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Here's the and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the 1st quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to pass. It's Flores. Complete with conviction on the crosser. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle with King. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They're working that left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. The give to the tailback. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. From the gun, running back on the move. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They get to him as he throws. Thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Intercepted, big place. drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looking downfield, it's Flores. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's fine.
He'll try to take it back. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy and let him...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Looking to throw on first down. stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. After that last completion, it's second down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw, it's Flores. Catch in the middle, it's Bettis. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Off the play fake. Right down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Makes the grab. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked. There he goes. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down to the 17. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Graves. Now the connection takes it to the 11. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Looking for the score. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Rushes on him. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quickly to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Looking for a man. It's Flores. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Butler. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Alabama needs just a few inches here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Breaks the tackle. Oh, he's got just shedding tackles. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last 1st down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Bettis. He just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, and time is running short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll go to the air. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Quick strike through the air for the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He lets it fly. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to, and as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Turns it loose. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Bringing it back. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. LSU will put foot to leather to start the 2nd half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play from scrimmage here in the 2nd half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to throw, it's Flores. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there. And nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense has it, they're on the move. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, LSU! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes that Alabama offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a way.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You've got to stop turning the football over.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
That's caught. It's cooked. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air. It's Flores. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Tosses it incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to NC State. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Just enough there to get it to the 25. A pickup of 2. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them.
Turning it off! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Give to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Cook. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Lets it go to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Looking downfield, it's Flores. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the field goal unit is on the field. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and
breaks into the open. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
it's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense, because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inch, you just have to go execute.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. High in the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Snagged out of the air. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The inside handoff. Gets it past the marker. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He'll keep it himself. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he's stopped.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
I think one of the keys of this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers! With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's King. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Running back searching for a hole. Slithers into space. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Got his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Back to pass, it's Flores. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Bama! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
On the option. Oh, he can't hold the punch, and the ball's loose. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this deep. There he goes. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes that Alabama offense. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Looking for a man. It's Flores. Pressure coming. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Finds his tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. The Crimson Tide need just a few inches here on third down. He'll keep it on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He wants a big play here late. Deep down the right side. What great concentration to stay in bounds and make the catch.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
He'll take another shot here. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown time.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Washington went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskies always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll say